3M Arena at Mariucci. Game number 5 today features Great Plains. We saw earlier this morning with a 7-6 overtime win over Manitoba, taking on Team International. And I've been doing this for 36 years. And I have never heard 3 national anthems before a game, but I can now say I have. There are players from Sweden on this international team, and as such, Star Spangled Banner, O Canada, and the Swedish national anthem all played here. This is the first appearance of the day for the international team. They will play our last game tonight as well, and they are looking for their first win, having lost their opener 3-1 against Manitoba. Great Plains, having played twice, 19 goals in their 2 games. A win and an overtime win in this tournament gives them 5 points. We are underway. And in the international zone to the left, this is Axel Bisbee, number 8, playing it, and it's broken up by Logan Lutner, who had the game-winning goal in the overtime game earlier this morning. Played into the zone. Nathan Charlton, number 5, back behind the Great Plains goal. That comes over to the far side. Keaton Junt plays it out to center, and here's Lutner. Over the line, 1 against 2. Lutner shoots, and he missed the net as Hudson Smith in goal for the Internationals. Number 1, and Wyatt Kuznick in the near corner for Great Plains. Tries to come out with the puck. Judnick in there to help him. Lutner. Shot. Save. Smith. Face-off coming up in the international zone to the right of the goaltender. 1 minute and 9 seconds into game number 5 out of 8 here today. Well, it seems like just seconds ago it was 7:30, and I was wondering how we were going to get through this day. Now we're halfway home here on a long day of hockey and a fun day here, of course, at Mariucci Arena. Cut off on the wing boards on the near side by Dylan Dean, who had a hat trick in this morning's game and is one of the tournament's top scorers already. Plays in the left corner, banked ahead to the near wall, and Zachary Lansard, the 15, can't get out for the Internationals, and now it comes to center, and it is turned back by Nate Peterson for Great Plains, back in the international zone, and Charlton backs up for it and plays it into the Great Plains zone to the right, and Nate Peterson goes behind his goal and back behind. They'll now try to break out along the boards. It comes out and into the international zone. Hale is after it. He cuts to the slot, and he was unable to get a shot off. TJ Hale. Now Hale tries to dig the puck out, and he plays it to the left of the international goal. Goes along behind, and Breck Liskey, number 16, for the Internationals, back behind the net. Comes to the near side corner, goes to his knees, and is having trouble there, and he gets some help from Joe Fenlon. Number 10. Fenlon, pass to the left. He puts it on the tape, but it runs past Lansard and into the Great Plains zone, and now back they come down the far side. Junt puts on the brakes, drops, and it comes out to center. Kazan Panzer, number 16, to the near side for Francisco. A.J. Francisco through the middle. Junt over skates at the international blue line and has to come back for it. Comes to the far wall, plays it past 1, takes a shot, and then that hit the defender. And slowly moves to the right point, and here's Francisco. In the left circle as the goaltender looks at it. Francisco plays it down, and here's Hale trying to come in front on his backhand. He shoots, and a save made by Smith. Off to the far boards. And Great Plains buzzing here. Here's a shot. Smith with a save from the left point, and we'll get a face-off in the international zone to the right of goaltender Hudson Smith. 3:19 gone in the first period. Manitoba still leads this Kennedy Conference. 2 wins and an overtime loss for 7 points. 3 points for a win. 2 points for an overtime win. 1 point for an overtime loss. So they have 7 points from their 3 games, and now played back into the Great Plains zone, and Peterson goes back for it. He has it there. And They went up over skating, and it's played back to Henry Shamil. A strong game this morning against Manitoba. Nelson in the near corner plays it ahead. Edwin Lundqvist, the puck comes out to center. And they'll have to tag up, will the international team. Left corner of the Great Plains zone. And now they'll break out 3 against 3. And now 2 against 5 as they're changing lines. So back behind the goal, Burchild trying to dig it out. Comes to the right edge of the goal. Smith knocks it behind. Here's Peterson pinching in from the half wall. Centers. And that's intercepted. Internationals come out with Joel Isaacson, number 12, plays it ahead. Axel Bisbee over the line. Bisbee cuts to the slot. He takes a shot, rising over the top of the goal. And Cash Cruitt watched it go over the top, and now it's on the mesh. We'll get a stoppage. 4 minutes, 42 seconds gone in the first, no score. 3 games left here tonight after this one. And it'll be Pacific against Manitoba coming up next. Play is in the international zone. And dug out there by Landon Famagletti. And now here's a breakthrough up the middle. And Luke Puchner, number 17, goes down, a shot. And it goes over the top of the goal. Lansard, Zach Lansard had an opportunity there. Now it comes out to center. Now Victor Plant plays it back towards the international line. Outlet pass is blocked. Stolen away by Plant. Works to the right circle as the goalie looks at it. He centers it, and a shot goes wide by Kuznick. In front of the goal. Isaacson on the far boards. Relays, but not out. Now comes to the left point, and it's returned in front of the international goal. It'll come all the way through to the near side for Hale. For Great Plains, Hale behind the goal. Kane Johnson in the far corner. Back to Hale. He's tied up and dropped. Puck dribbles towards the left point, and a top slap shot by Panzer winds up loose in front of the goal. And then Victor Plant tried to play it ahead, but heads for the bench as they change. Francisco fed the near sideboards. Now it's lobbed over his head and all the way back into the Great Plains zone to the right. Not far enough for icing. Panzer will circle his net. Feeds the far side. Spinning there was Junt, and he fell, got back up, and kept possession. Nice job there. Keaton Junt over the line, and they're offside as he actually put himself offside, left a drop pass, and wound up preceding the play into the offensive zone. 8:29 to go in the opening period. No score. Second game of the day for Great Plains. First for international, and over the line comes Hale. Had to cut to the slot and lost possession. Here come the internationals out. Zane Torrey, number 14, played behind the goal. And the internationals will get possession. They have a trigger man in front. Torrey, and they get it to him. And a score! Pruitt thought he had it covered, but Torrey shot from the slot winds up going into the goal at 6 minutes and 58 seconds of period 1, and the international team is on top, 1-0. Zane Torrey with the initial shot. Now here come the Great Plains team back. Here's Burchild. He closes in. He shoots, and boy, they have responded quickly to some goals scored against them today. Happened against Manitoba. Reg Taylor getting the assist on the goal from Torrey. And now Francisco feeds the puck over to the left side, and Great Plains will break through the middle. And this is Sammy Nelson over the line. Plays it into the defender's skates as everybody falls. Now a shot taken there by Dean. Goes behind the net. Burchild after it. Left edge. Scores! How do you like that? It didn't take long. Burchild back. And at the 7:43 mark, less than a minute after the Internationals had taken the lead, Burchild has the game tied for Great Plains. Nelson gets the only assist. And we're tied at 1. Over the line comes Charlton for the Internationals. He falls as he was tied up by a defender, cleaned up there by Puchner. Loose in the near corner of the Great Plains zone, and that's Puchner with it. He lost possession, knocked the defender to his knees too, and here's Famigletti taking a shot that goes wide, picked up by Panzer behind the goal. Panzer feeds the left boards for Dean, who relays it out to center. Dylan Dean everywhere in the first game, the player of the game in the early going. Now here's Luttner feeding it to the left. It's going to get past Dean. It's on the wrong side of him, and it will not be blown down for icing. As they say that could have been played. Puck picked up by Fenlon behind the International goal. Now comes up the middle. Here's Fenlon over the line, cuts to his right, leaves a drop pass, and a shot by Torrey. Never got through to the net. It was intercepted by Panzer, fed off to the left boards. There's a race for it in the left circle of the Great Plains zone. Now it's in the skates of Hale, gets to center anyway. And here comes Victor Plant over the line. There's a shot that goes wide of the goal to the right. Intercepted in the left corner now. Famigletti plays it rink wide in his zone. And here's Torrey. Breaking out 3 against 3. Torrey falls. They let Charlton carry on, but then the puck stripped from them, and here come the Great Plains back 2 on 3. Junt puts on the brakes in the corner, looking for a man open in front, and he did get the puck over to Kane Johnson. A sliding save by Smith, and a nice one there. And here comes Aduno back, feeding the right for Torrey. Over the line, Torrey off balance, takes a shot, deflected off the glass, and then off the linesman. And it rebounded in front of the goal. Great Plains picks it up, and it comes out to center. Picked up there by Lincoln Ayers Assad, and he'll lay it forward. Here come the Internationals over the line, and a 1-1 tie, and a shot right on, and a save made by Cruitt, but he couldn't hold it. And Puchner almost had a second opportunity. Now there's going to be a penalty, and it'll put Great Plains on the power play. It is a trip indicated. It will go against Joel Isaacson. Comes at 10:24 of the first period, and it will put Great Plains on the power play for the first time, and they have to, well, they finally got the player in the penalty box, so they're just standing there. Play is in the International zone to the left. Edwin Lundqvist swings it around on the far side, picked up by Engstrom. Now in the left corner, Victor Plant looks to center it. Picked up by Engstrom. Shot. Saved by Smith. Off to the right boards. Plant. Had to play it through the legs of an International defender. And it's stripped away. Picked up by Burchild, who has their goal. Plant. Comes around the near side. Plant takes a shot. Went off the goaltender's helmet and then off the side of the net. Picked up by Sundberg. Plays it ahead to Pacey Aduno. Now Great Plains comes back in over the line. Here's a slap shot by Burchild that goes wide. Come all the way back into the Great Plains zone. Halfway through their power play, 3:36 to go in the first period. And here's Peterson in the right corner of his zone. Plays it ahead to Kuznick on the half wall. And out to center they come. Luttner over the line. Centering pass. Oh my goodness. Bergquist with a shot and a superb save by Smith. Headed for the top corner, and Hudson Smith had the answer there to make the save. Centering pass from Luttner from the faceoff comes all the way through to the far side. They now flip back into the Great Plains zone with 35 in their power play. Francisco rings the net, comes around to Kuznick on the near side. Lutner. To Francisco. Left side, Burchild shoots, saves Smith. Rebound steered right back to the left point. That was Panzer, excuse me. Loose in the circle, and it's picked up now by Brekliski and cleared. And that will do it for the power play. Down to 2:40 to go in the first period. Internationals are changing as the penalty expires. There's a shot that runs up. The goaltender, Smith, and comes down the opposite side into the crease, but it's cleared to safety as the Internationals come back to full strength. Panzer circling. He had the puck stripped from him. Here's a break-in, and no shot. Charlton had the puck, but was unable to pull the trigger on it. Avinash Kasargod, number 7, threw it in front. And now here comes Dylan Dean, and he is taken in against the boards. Out to center. International still in control, and now they have a 2-on-1. And this is Puchner looking to center it. Now picked up by Junt. He plays it out, and here comes Great Plains in the counterattack. Hale over the line, 1 against 2. Hale has a player in front, and he couldn't get the puck to Junt. Played ahead to center, and Zane Torrey, who has the Internationals goal with 90 seconds to go in the first. Torrey had it stripped off his stick by Hale, and back come the Great Plains. Hale over the line, left a drop, long shot. Smith makes a stick save and covers the rebound. 1:14 to go in the first period. Both teams will change lines. Torrey for the Internationals, Burchild for the Great Plains. Less than a minute apart in this first period, and we're tied at 1. On the far side, the Great Plains getting possession. And Aduno after it in the right corner for his team. Hard scrap going on in the corners. Now the puck is picked up by Francisco at center point. Throws it across into the slot. A shot. Smith with a save. Sneaky shot through traffic there by Plant. And the goaltender gets the stoppage with 44.5 left in the first period. North leading New England 3-1 at the Bloomington Ice Gardens as that game continues to roll on. Play on the right corner of the International zone. Liskey gets away from the forechecker and feeds it behind the net for Famiglietti. 30 seconds to go in the period. It comes out to center, and Francisco cuts it off at the Great Plains blue line, lays it ahead off the boards for Dean. Didn't get there, but carrying on. The Great Plains will get possession. Comes to the right point, and this is Engstrom. Threw it into the slot, backhanded ahead by Charlton, back out to center. With less than 10 to play in the first period. Pushing her over the line, 3, 2, 1. Can he get a shot away? Yes, but it wouldn't have counted. And that's the end of the first period. Good one here. Great Plains 1, International 1. Let's take a quick break. We're watching the show 2019 on the Youth Hockey Hub. Second period from 3M Arena at Mariucci, and it's a 1-1 tie. Great Plains works right to left as we call the second period for you. Puck down, and here they come. Nelson over the line, takes it wide. Nelson now closing in, shoots the save by Smith, might have caught his mask. And goaltender gets the stoppage anyway, and we'll get a face-off in the international zone. That took 10 seconds. Face-off win for Great Plains. Comes to the right point, and Panzer will play it down. Played to the left of the goal to Nelson, and he's unable to pull the trigger. Internationals will break out to center. Kasargod unable to get possession. Here's Plant over the line. Skate to stick, shoots, save made by Smith, and the rebound is underneath him. Hudson Smith with a strong game here for the Internationals to this point. Cash Cruitt hasn't had quite as much to do in the Great Plains goal. Face-off coming up to Smith's right. Puck to the high slot, and it's played by Luttner over to the far side. International team in possession. We got a whistle, and we have an offside. Face-off coming outside. Picked up by Joel Isaacson. Played rink wide to center. Peterson after it. He's got it, and then his outlet is blocked, and he has to hustle over to the near boards to pick it up. Puck played out to neutral ice. And the Internationals, there's Assad. Plays to the high slot, and there's a shot over the top of the goal by Torrey. And now here comes the Great Plains with the first man slowed up a little bit. Luttner carries on anyway. He's got two wings. He centers it looking for Plant, and they can't get a shot away. Puck rolls out to center, and here's a steal. Picked up by the Internationals. Aduno over the line. Feeds the left, and a shot goes just wide of the goal by Liskey. And now it's starting to open up a little bit more end-to-end type stuff as Great Plains comes to center. Dean over the line. He is shouldered to the ice and falls. Puck rolls towards the blue line, and it's going to be held in there by Panzer. Cleared around now on the near side by Great Plains. Junt tries to return it behind the net, working with TJ Hale in the corner. And the Internationals will pick the puck up and feed to the left point. Panzer to Junt. Tried to drag it past two players. That didn't work. Reg Taylor ahead out to center. Here's a race for it. And carrying on for the Internationals is Torrey. He is forced wide. Johnson is in on him. Now picked up by the Internationals' Lansard. Zachary Lansard plays it behind the net. Picked up by Francisco. Comes out the right side. Stolen away. And that was Lansard with a nice work there. Lansard in the far corner. Francisco is in on him. Picked up by Fenlon. Looks to center. Comes up the slot to the near side. And Liskey will play it down. Played it past Junt. Had to come back for it, though. Now a centering pass comes up the slot. And Lansard unable to pull the trigger as Hale spoiled his aim at the last moment. Everybody collides in the right circle. And now here comes Great Plains back. Pass up the middle with three attackers. And they're going to be offside at the blue line as Panzer brought the puck in but had a man offside on the left. 11:34 left in the second period. Face-off coming up outside the blue line. And back for it is Familietti for the Internationals. Plant on the forecheck on him. Fed over to the left, and here come the Internationals down the left side. Lanzard over the line. Cuts to the slot, takes a shot, and it was over the top of Cruitt's net. Goaltender, I think, had a view of it, but it sailed over the top. They're going to come out of the corner and then lose possession. Here comes Burchild over the line. Tried to play it around the defender. And lost out. Out to center it comes. Nelson to the far side plant. Back to Nelson. Lost it, and Edwin Lundqvist plays it. Can't get it out, though, and now Internationals do get at the center. It's 3 against 3. Pass over the line. Here's Liskey closing in, and he missed. Cruitt's goal by mere inches to the right side. And Puchner in the circle, across to the near side. Bisbee after it. And he can't get there. Now to the right point. Kasargod feeds the circle. And a sneaky shot there by Puchner that wound up going wide to the left center, and it comes right past 2 players. Kasargod holds it in at center point, now feeds it over to the left. Here's a shot that is deflected wide of Cruitt's goal. 10-12 to go here in the second period. Avinash Kasargod in the corner, takes it behind the net, and then Shamil cut him off and takes the puck in the right corner. Then he's spun around and falls. Kasargod picks it up, looks to center it, and the Internationals try to come in front. Puchner unable to bring the puck with him. Kuznick takes him in against the end boards. And there's 6-car pileup in the corner back there, 3 from each team. And the Great Plains digs it out, and here they come to center. 9.5 to go in the second period. Kuznick over the International line, takes a shot, and missed Smith's net to the near side. Picked up by Engstrom, and then he had it stripped away. Here's a break down the near side. Here come the Internationals. This is Isaacson. Sundberg on the left takes the pass, shoots. Cruitt with a point-blank save, and they score on the rebound. Paciaduno. And it is 2-1 for the Internationals. They take their second lead of the game. And it comes at 5 minutes and 43 seconds of period number 2. Here they come again, and Taylor's shot is deflected wide. 2-1 now for the Internationals. Play in the left corner now of the Great Plains zone. Let's get the goal. Kasargod and Isaacson get assists. Anaduno's goal at 5:43, 2-1 Internationals. 8:43 to go in the second period here from 3M Arena at Mariucci. Now the puck comes to center. And the Great Plains looking for a way to get back into this. Trailing by 1, and over the line they come. Oh, a nice move, and going right on a goal, and a shot goes over the top by Hale. And he undressed the defenseman there, and then put it over the top of the goal. Hale comes in trying to dig it out. The referee would like them to move it, and as such, they do. To the near side it comes, and here is Isaacson down the near wing. Check that, it's 2, it's Reg Taylor. Taylor takes it behind the net, swings around, looks to center it. Sharp angle shot, Cruitt makes one save, rebound. Is loose at the right edge, and controlled now by Engstrom, who banks it ahead. Out to center, and Charlton drops it back in his zone. Bisbee back over to Charlton, back over to Bisbee. Draws 2 forecheckers. And out to center. It's picked up now. Isaacson over the line. Headman pass. And it's picked up by Lansard. It goes back behind the goal. Lansard high on the slot. Over to Liskey in the circle. He shoots. Cruitt saves. Rebound. And that was steered into the goaltender by Puchner. Now loose in the left corner. 7 minutes to go in period number 2. Luke Puchner banks it off the boards, and here's Liskey with it. Through traffic, his shot is deflected wide by his teammate, Charlton. Behind the goal. And now picked up by Shamil down the far side. They come with 3 attackers for Great Plains. He takes a shot, stick save by Smith off to the left boards. Now picked up and rung around on the near side. Panzer. Now a shot from the wing boards. Goes wide from Plant. Behind the net. It is claimed there by Lansard in the near circle. Then he in turn gives up the puck. And trying to get in front was Kuznick, and he was not able to get past the defenseman on that side. Here's a slap shot right onto Smith, taken by Shamil. And behind the goal with 6:10 to go, the Internationals get possession, pass on the wrong side of the wing, and comes out to center where Shamil will backtrack. Rink-wide pass to the right for Kuznick, and over the line they come. Kuznick takes a shot, and a glove save by Smith. Puck goes behind the net. And the Internationals in control with under 6 minutes to play here in the second period. Stepping through center is Lansard over the line. It's offside on the right as Isaacson was in too early. And we'll have a face-off at neutral ice. 5:45 left in period number 2. Face-off comes outside. Lutner on the face-off for Great Plains. Had a fairly quiet game so far in the second one, but was very noisy in the first against Manitoba earlier today. Engstrom in the left corner of his zone plays it right up the slot. Kasargod closes in. He shoots, and a blocker pad save there by Cruitt. Comes off to the right boards. Kuznick goes in for it for Great Plains, but International will come out with the puck. And behind the net, it's fed to the near circle. It's picked up by Dylan Dean. Passes to the right, and that's going to be offside, so they'll have to tag up. Puck is kicked ahead by Sundberg, and there was an offside coming. Didn't have to do anything with that, and gave him an opportunity to tag up. And I'll play back behind the International goal. 4:55 to go in the period. Centering pass poked at by Smith, loose at the left edge of his crease, and it's fed off to the left boards. And closing in there, Torrey taken in against the wall with 4:44 to go in period number 2. Hale behind the net trying to make space. Now the puck is rolling towards the blue line. They were in a change, so Engstrom had to play it. As the player coming off would have been too many men, and now we'll have a scrum in the near corner. Here come the Internationals to center. Over skating it there was Sundberg. Now it's played back into the International zone. They lead it 2-1 with 4:18 to go in the second period. Playing the right corner of their zone now. Chasing back for it is Charlton. Played ahead to center, Sundberg. Bouncing puck at neutral ice. And a nice play by Kasargod to play it ahead. The Internationals break in. And a weak shot will roll onto Cash Cruitt, and he'll make the save and get the stoppage. 3:47 left. Face off to his left. And then we'll have a full intermission here after the second period to resurface the ice, and then third period on our 5th game of the day. Torrey on the faceoff takes a shot, goes over the top of the goal. Now Lundqvist at the left point. Far circle. And a strip there along the boards, and it's picked up by Nelson. And he overskates it, and Taylor will pick it up along the half wall. Centers, and it comes through to the near side. And two Great Plains players run into each other in the left corner. Burchild was one. He had the puck and then lost it. Comes to the near boards, and Bisbee is able to play it ahead. Fenlon falls, penalty coming on Great Plains, and it will put the Internationals on the power play for the first time in the game. With 3:47 to go in the second period. It is a trip. And heading to the penalty box for Great Plains is Kason Panzer. Time of the penalty is 11:13 in period number 2. And it's controlled by Puchner. Feeds the right point. Now swung around on the near boards by Kasargod, who could not see the net. Now loose along the near boards controlled by Lancer. And now it's stripped, and out to center comes Dean with a player on the right. Dean over the line. Here's a pass, and in too deep. Took the shot anyway, but Smith was able to smother it and make a save. I don't think it would have been on goal had the goaltender not, but Hudson Smith has been strong throughout. Centering pass and crashing the net there was Dean. Wound up running into the goaltender Smith. Now back into the Great Plains zone to the right. Peterson goes after it in the right corner. And the Internationals will set up their power play along the far boards. That is Puchner looking to put it in front. Does. Here's a turn, spin, and shoot. And a save made, stick save, as Charlton had the opportunity there, but Cruitt had the answer. 1 minute remaining in the International power play. And here's Bisbee in the circle. Takes a shot. Cruitt saves. And the rebound kicked ahead. And they weren't able to control it. It's picked up by Dean. Down the near wing he comes. Dean takes the shot and a glove catch by Smith. He dropped it and left it there. And that caught Great Plains momentarily on a change. And here's Sundberg over the line. And then he had the puck taken away, and he in turn lost it. Here's a shot. Cruitt makes the save on Charlton. 30 seconds in the power play, and now we have a whistle. And behind the play, we're going to have roughing penalties coming here, and I think they're going to take one aside. They are indeed. The Internationals, it'll be Sundberg going. And for Great Plains, it'll be, I believe, Francisco. Roughing the penalty, and it comes at 12:45. Won't affect manpower. And with 23 seconds in the shorthanded, here's Junt over the line. He falls. And it's claimed there on the left side by Liskey down the far wing. Over the line, and it's offside. So we'll have a stoppage with 12 seconds of power play time left and 1:58 to go in period number 2. It's a 2-1 game for Team International. Puck over to the far boards. And they're looking to feed up the slot, and here's a knuckling shot by Liskey, and Cruitt makes a save. Can he get it covered? Yes, he can. And a face-off coming up in the Great Plains zone. Penalty is over. The initial one, that is, on Panzer, so he comes back on. Coincidentals on Sundberg and Francisco will last a bit longer yet. And over the line come the Internationals. There's Assad, cuts to the slot, takes a shot. Cruitt with a glove catch, and he will get the stoppage. Face-off coming up to the right of Cash Cruitt. It is brought into the zone by Junt on his backhand. Wide of Smith's goal to the near side. Hale is after it, and he can't control it. Claimed by the Internationals in the right corner. Fenlon over the line. He'll play it in deep. Great Plains getting possession with 1 minute to play in the second period. Comes over to the near side boards. Bisbee plays it ahead. Torrey is tied up as he brings it over the line. Now played back into the International zone to the right side as the goaltender looks at it. Hale is in and he falls. So we're coming up on the half-minute mark. Played over to the right side and past Jamil and out to center. Here's a race for it as Lansard is hustling all the way across the ice. Puck is whacked around the Great Plains goal. Comes to the near side. And out to center. This is Plant. He's got a trailer on the right. Plant closing in, goes to his backhand, and the goaltender Smith out to block it. Nice play by Hudson Smith, and he has been very strong as we come to the end of the second period. Excuse me. Nelson goes down along the boards as the second period comes to an end. We are 2/3 of the way through, and the Internationals lead Great Plains 2-1. Only goal of the second period was Paciaduno, scoring at the 5:43 mark, and that's where we stand after two. Internationals 2 and Great Plains 1. We'll take a break for a resurface and come back with the third period next. You're enjoying the show 2019 on the Youth Hockey Hub. Back at 3M Arena at Mariucci. Jeff Papers with you with the third period coming as the Internationals lead the Great Plains 2-1. Torrey and Aduno for the International team and Burchild for the Great Plains, which is in second place in its division. Coming into this game, third period is underway. Manitoba leads the Kennedy with 7 points. Great Plains with 5, Pacific with 3, and the Internationals lost their first game, so this is an important one for them. They harbor play down hopes as get off the schneid here. Play is in the Great Plains zone. Schmiel to the left of the goal. Can't control it, and now Panzer in behind the net. And a pass to center. Here comes Burchild over the line. Burchild, nice pass to the right, and it got to the left edge of the crease, and Kasargod was able to clear it away for the International team. Now it comes out to center, and it's played ahead by Puchner and deep to the Great Plains zone to the right. Schmiel behind the goal, comes around the left side. Now a rink-wide pass, and here is Kuznick. Teammates changing, so he's by himself. Now he's going to get some help. Kuznick, though, unable to move closer to the goal. Isaacson clears it around. Played back behind the net. And in the left corner, it's now Liskey in control for the International team. Comes out the right side. Feeds the middle for Isaacson, and it comes out to center. Now it's poke-checked away and back for the Great Plains. Peterson lost out, and it comes in front of the goal. Cruitt makes one save. And now to the left side it comes, and this is Kasargod. He takes a shot. That goes off a sprawling defender. The rebound, they score. And the International team extends the lead to 3-1 at 13:28 to play in the game at 1:32. They score for a 3-1 lead. I believe that's Aduno getting the goal, which would be his second, so we'll wait the official scoring word. And now Great Plains trails by 2. It's Isaacson, excuse me. Isaacson scoring the goal at 1:32. And the International team has a 3-1 advantage. Cruitt makes a save from in tight. We'll have to see this offensive power of this Great Plains team that we know exists. Here's a diagonal pass in front. It's going to go all the way through to the far corner boards. Taylor looking to center. And now here they come with Francisco down the far side. Rink-wide pass to the near side is behind Hale, so he has to circle back. Now Hale in the near corner tried to throw it in front. It was knocked behind the cage. Cleared to the near side. And Lundqvist plays it ahead. It'll come out to center, and Torrey played it past the defender on that side, carries it in over the line, now cuts to the slot, and it's played over to the left boards, and Plant controls for the Great Plains. Tries to beat a man off the boards to the outside, but it's headed off by Charlton. And now Burchild will carry it over the line. Burchild goes down behind the net. And the International team clears. That's on the wrong side of Puchner. Comes back into the Great Plains zone. Schmiel after it. And he will go behind his net. He is hooked to the ice. There will be a penalty to the International team in the person of Nathan Charlton, who heads straight to the box. Trip is the call. Time of the penalties, 3:15, and a power play for Great Plains that suddenly is of more importance. They're second of the game, and they trail it by 2 here in the third period. Comes out to center, and Schmiel controls, and he'll carry it over the line. Half a step down the left. Schmiel looks to center it, and they score! It came off the defender, and Kuznick was Johnny on the spot to snap it in the top left corner. It's a power play goal, and the Great Plains within 1. It is 3-2. When Kuznick was right there, the puck came off the defenseman in front and right onto the blade of his stick, and he popped it over the goaltender's shoulder. 3:31 power play goal. Back into the international zone it goes. Kasargod chasing it in the right corner. And Junt will get the only assist on that goal. And the collision in the center circle. Here come Great Plains again with their second goal. Now they have some energy. This comes in front, and Famiglietti unable to clear. Here's a shot right on, and Smith makes a save to get a stoppage with 10 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the third period. The Internationals holding a 3-2 lead. Now they'll break out 3 wide, and they have a 3-on-2 if they can make it happen. Here's Taylor over the line, and it was poke checked away. Junt will control for Great Plains at center, spins and plays it to the blue line. Now here's Torrey over the Great Plains line. He played it through the skates of a defender to the near side. Now to the left point it comes, and Bisbee had it hop his stick and come back to neutral. Bisbee rink wide to the right side for Taylor. He lets his defenseman come through, and now it's picked up by Torrey over the line. Torrey still in possession behind the goal. Centering pass from behind the net. Nicely done there, and Fenlon unable to knock it home. Picked up by Junt, and he'll carry it over the Internationals line. It rolls towards the left point, and they will hold possession. Now in the far corner, Hale is after it. The Junt. Drops to the left point. And a shot there by Engstrom didn't get through, and here's a chance. Back come the Internationals over the line. Fenlon had it knocked off his stick by A.J. Francisco to the left corner. Play is in the Great Plains zone. 9:10 to play in the third period. Loose at the right edge, and Cruitt hugging the right post makes the save on Puchner. Now a pass to the right side, looking to clear the zone. Doesn't connect, and Lundqvist plays it down deep. Now it's rolling diagonally and out to neutral ice. It's going to be picked up by Panzer along the boards. He's tied up by Puchner and against the boards in front of the scorer's bench. 8:40 to go. Carrying over the line is Isaacson, and it's offside. Face-off coming up at neutral ice with 8 minutes 37 seconds to play in the third period. 3-2, the Internationals over Great Plains. International team comes in from the face-off. The puck rolls over towards the near boards. Carried out to center, and here they come. Lutner's pass to the left, and here they come again. Dean takes a shot, and that is deflected wide of the goal. He has had a quiet game, Dylan Dean. But definitely a threat to break through at any moment. And now Shamil along the far boards lifts a stick, but lost the puck. Internationals will come in from the wing boards, and a shot goes off Cruitt back behind the goal, and will ring the boards to the near side where it's picked up by Lundqvist and played down. Now, under 8 minutes to play. And here's a steal by Dean, and here he comes. We talked about him, and Dean's over the line 1-against-1. A little toe drag, trying to play it past the defender and unable to do so, but Dean lost it. Now picked it up in the circle. Here's Johnson shooting. Saves Smith, and they score! And Great Plains has tied the game at 3 with 7:32 to go in regulation time. We've already played one overtime game today, but they've scored twice here in the third period. And it might have been Plant on that scramble there. We'll see who they give it to. Oh, it is Dean. From Johnson, and there's a shot that goes wide. Dean from Johnson, so Dean has scored 4 goals today. And the game is tied at 3, and now the momentum is on the side of the puck, loose at the left edge as Smith dove out for it, but didn't clear it cleanly. Now a pass to center. And it's Assad in the circle. Cuts to the slot, plays it in front, and Pruitt had that covered. Behind the net, a backhanded centering pass by Torrey, and that goes wide of the goal on the far side. 6:45 left. Here's Torrey again, goal line extended on the far side. Centers it, Pruitt with a point-blank save, and against the left post. Nothing doing there, and a good opportunity for Chorlton. Here's a centering pass again, and the shot goes wide of Pruitt's goal to the left with 6.5 minutes to play. There comes Great Plains down the near wing. Peterson plays it ahead to Hale. Behind the net. Internationals trying to clear their zone, and here's Francisco holding it in. Comes to the left side. A shot and a glove catch by Smith, and we'll get a face-off. And the game tied. But I do like how Hudson Smith has played today. Power play goal they gave up in the third period, he could do absolutely nothing about. And a goal mouth scramble has tied the game for Great Plains with 5:48 left in regulation time. And this is Lansard losing possession of the Internationals. Now out to center comes Nelson. Pass to the left. Chasing after it is Dean over the line. Rolls to the left point. Panzer. And now the defender on that side, Nelson, fell. And here's a partial break down the right side. And it's offside on the left. And an unfortunate situation there for the Internationals as Lansard was in too early on the left. Face-off coming up at neutral ice with 5:22 left in regulation here in the third period. Great Plains' first game went overtime today, and they won it. Play 3-on-3 overtime. And on this ice, that means there's plenty of space. At center, over skating the puck was Finland. Played over the line to the right, and Torrey will take it wide. Banks it off the inboards, headed off there by Peterson to the left side. And here comes Great Plains to center. Luttner working to his right. Over the line to Kuznick, who has a goal here in the third period, the second one for this team. And cleared around by Kasargod to the right side. Now a rink-wide pass to the left. And they were looking there for Reg Taylor, who does take it in, and then Taylor lost the battle of body positioning to Kuznick there, and it comes to the near wall boards. Here's Kasargod shooting, bouncing puck, save Pruitt. And it goes back now to Peterson behind the goal with 4.5 minutes to play. In the third period, Dean along the boards, swings around and takes it right up the middle. Dean then had it knocked off his stick at center, and Taylor feeds the right. Here come the Internationals in. Torrey unable to control. Puck in the left corner now. Just over 4 minutes to go, and now here's Pruitt making a save from well out in the slot, and we'll get a face-off in his zone to the left side with 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in regulation. Next up for us, Pacific and Manitoba, scheduled to start at 4:45. So we'll see Manitoba for the second time in this game. And now here come Great Plains to center. Hale. That was broken up at neutral ice. Francisco carrying on, though, over the line. Francisco. Hale Scores! TJ Hale. And Great Plains goes ahead 4-3 with 3:46 left. Nice play by TJ Hale, and that caps the comeback for them. 11:14 of the third period is the time of the goal. 3 straight for Great Plains, and they have a 4-3 lead. So Hudson Smith beaten with 3:46 to play. And Kane Johnson again gets the assist, his second of the third period. And now it's picked up by Charlton for the Internationals over the line. And in the right corner, Plant gave up possession. It comes in front, and spin and shoot there for Lancer doesn't connect. And here come the Great Plains out. 3:08 to go in the third period. Toe drag move shot is just off the right post by Victor Plant. Nice move there, too. High in the slot. Here's a wrist shot and a save made by Smith on a shot by Engstrom, and we'll get a face-off in the international zone with 2:54 to go. Internationals led the game 3-1 here in the third period on a goal by Isaacson at the 1:32 mark. But Kuznick at 3:31 on the power play. Dean at 7:28. Hale at 11:14. And now we're going to get a timeout taken with 2:54 left. And Great Plains trying to keep pace with Manitoba, and a win in this game in regulation would put them in first place in the Kennedy Conference with a record of 2-0-1, with an overtime win would give them 8 points. Over in the Jefferson right now, the Team USA leads at 2 wins in 2 regulation games, 13-2 in goals. And after that, there are 4 teams all on 3 points. So wide open there as well. But Manitoba and Great Plains starting to put some distance between themselves and the field in the Kennedy Conference. Is international. Now if they fall, they'll drop to 0-2. Great Lakes was looking for its first win, as is the West. So face-off coming up to the right of Hudson Smith. 2 minutes and 54 seconds to go, so we'll watch the goaltender and see if anything happens here. Nelson in the slot has possession. Throws it towards the goal, and it's picked up there by Puchner. And it comes out to center, but brought back in immediately by Burchild, who cuts to the slot, has it between his feet. And now Burchild into the slot. Shot, saves Smith on Plant. And now it comes out to center, and Puchner had his stick tied up, and he couldn't play the puck. It's picked up now by Nelson over the line. Long slap shot, and a glove catch by Smith. Leaves it to the left of his goal for Lundqvist. 2:54 to go. And it's picked up by Lundqvist now over the line to the right side, and the Internationals will attack there. Rink wided in the Great Plains zone, picked up there and played out for Hale, but not able to connect. Here's Charlton in the left corner. Centers it, and they had a player wide open in front, Bisbee. And it went off the heel of his stick. Now behind the net, it's Panzer controlling for Great Plains. 2:20 to go. Puck cleared around on the left side, and it rings the boards to the right point. Nice play there by Liskey, but he's not able to hold it in. Here's a 2-on-0 for Great Plains. Centering pass, split save by Smith against Hale, who had just victimized him for the 4th goal, and Hudson Smith continues to impress despite his team trailing in this game. Now they'll dig it out of the corner with 1:45 to go. Loose at the right edge, and a centering pass fails to connect as Hale again play it in front. He's had a very strong 3rd period. And over the line, Charlton looks to center, steered behind the goal by Panzer with 90 seconds to play in the 3rd period. 4-3 the score, and Great Plains looking for another win here today. Schmiel in the right corner. He goes down hard. And now it's picked up by Kasargod. He throws it across, and a point-blank save by Cruitt. And as much as we've talked about Hudson Smith, Cash Cruitt came up big there. Just over a minute to play. And over the line they come. The signal is given for the goaltender to come off. And in the last minute of play, International now with 6 skaters. Here's Lansert along the far half wall. Looks to center, comes to the right edge, and Kuznick sweeps it behind the net. Centering pass, and Cruitt stopped it. I don't think he had a real good idea where it was. With 40 seconds to go, it's now picked up by Sundberg over the line. Sundberg falls, sweeps it towards the middle, looking for Charlton, and couldn't get it to him with 30 seconds to go. It's behind the net now. Charlton knocks a player to the ice. Luttner, puck under him, and now it's picked out to the near side. Kasargod feeds the near circle. Here's a shot. Cruitt saves on Taylor. And with 18 seconds to go, it's in the left corner now. Dean controls, but then lost possession. And a centering pass. The defenseman had pinched in too far. Sundberg has to come back for it with 5 seconds to go, and that is going to do it as the Great Plains comes from behind with 3 goals in the 3rd period and wins it 4-3 over the Internationals. And Great Plains improves now to 2 wins and an overtime win in 3 games for 8 points, and they go on top of the Kennedy Conference, having scored 23 goals in those games and allowing only 12. Player of the game in this one is a tough call again, but I'm going to go with the game-winning goal scorer, TJ Hale, who had a very, very strong 3rd period and made his presence felt. Picked up the winning goal. Had it been International, it would have been an easy choice for Hudson Smith, who I thought had a very, very nice game. But Great Plains is the winner. They win it 4-3, and we will come back with our next contest. Pacific and Manitoba at 4:45. This is the show 2019 on the Youth Hockey Hub.